Well, hello my loves. Welcome to another Rishika video. I know it's been a minute, and I apologize for that. I might not be able to talk much throughout this video because, I think everyone kind of knows my situation, and if you don't, you can look at previous videos. I will, during the duration of this video, I am not on my outpatient ventilator, so I have a high-powered fan, and I apologize for the noise in advance. I'm gonna do the best I can. This video is primarily for my sanity, and also because I want to film for you guys. It's very important to me. So as I'm not getting the constant oxygen and air, I might be slowing down my words a little bit. But as you can tell, I have my base on. And I have a little bit of cream blush that kind of... Also, if you could see my beard, just ignore it, please. I have not seen my husband in 4 months. I've been at my parents' house for 4 whole months, actually more than 4 months now, and because I need this controlled environment, and I rapidly depleted in terms of my lungs. So yeah, I haven't seen him in 4 months. I miss him, and this makes me happy, and I really hope I get into the Solace squad. Yeah, so okay, so I could see that I'm looking a little bit dry right now, but it's okay. So the only thing I think I need to mention from what I put on already is same stuff I always do, except today I used my Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I also did my regular powder sandwich, which is M Cosmetics Portrait Mode, then Kosas Pressed in Candy, and then Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake. So yeah, I'm definitely a powder girly. I did my, I don't know if I did my brows differently today. I don't know. We might have to touch them up. With this lighting, it's like hard to see, but if I turn my head, you'll be able to see all of this peach fuzz. Not a good look, but my husband usually maintains that for me. Sorry guys. Okay, let's get going. So I think the main things I want to do today are obviously eyes, cheeks, lips, but I wanted to get the base out of the way. So for eyes, what I'm thinking is this Viseart palette. It's the Praline Etandu, I think. What is it called? Yes, the Praline Etandu. It's this very gorgeous brown hue type palette. So I'm just so drawn to pretty much every shade. So, and it's nice that I thought they had an easel, but yeah, that's okay. So let's see. So I think a lot of you know this, but makeup helps my fine motor skills, and because I have not been doing it in a long time, my fine motor skills are a little bit off. So if there is any confusion in that regard, just apologize in advance. I think that this is good. My parents really worked hard to make this environment controlled and so that I'm able to do this video. So it comes with a lot of love. And the lighting is coming with my new lights. So otherwise it's completely dark outside, so what I see in here is not the same thing I'm seeing in here, unfortunately. But oh, we'll figure it out. Anyway, okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, instead of pulling out a Natasha Denona palette, this has the black all over it. Okay, so instead of pulling out my Natasha Denona palette, I'm gonna use this shade to just brighten under the brow. It's gonna be very subtle. You're not really gonna notice a difference because I just took a very little bit. I just want it very precisely there. And then, yeah, so I'm starting to feel a little bit more complete. If I talk too much, I think my parents will not be too happy because afterwards I pretty much like crash or faint or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let me just re-prep the lips with this Michael Todd Beauty Spa Sciences. I love the way it makes my lips look. And it preps them so nicely, so nicely. Okay, let's get started on the eye look. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe I should try talking a little louder, but then I'm gonna use more of my lungs, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so I think as my base shade, maybe we'll go in with this. There's so many pretty colors in here, so alright, we'll start with this. I don't know what it's called, but it's this one, the left middle. I'll make that my crease shade. I didn't really get the feeling that this palette pulled warm necessarily. I feel like it has like a good balance. This shade might look a little warmer just because of my current skin, you know? So start there. Let me I'm also kind of relearning how to do this because while I still keep up with everything makeup related, it's been a bit since I've actually applied it. So pretty even. Just wanna, that was more just for like definition in the crease. Sorry guys, I'm getting used to the lights, I'm getting used to just everything about this. So, anyway, okay, anyway, very pretty color, good base, crease shape. Okay, let's add some depth. I think I'll just go into the second lightish, or before, yeah, it's like the second, it's just the next shade up from there, you know, from the last one. Alright, so I'm gonna bring this one in my crease too, but I'm gonna define a little bit more from, guys, Vizio has been killing it with their palettes. I am a giant fan, and I'm now a pro member, which I'm very honored to be. Which means I get like a permanent 25% off discount. They have sales all the time, but so something I've noticed about my eyelids is that like they're pretty, like they're kind of loose, you know? Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think that's the best way I could describe it. They're very loose in like, not a weird way, but like in just a, hey, I need to be conscious of that kind of way, you know? Because it does affect wing liner, it affects pretty much everything. But by the way, there's so many, I have so many palettes here that I want to dip into. But I'm just starting a little small with something that, with a formula I'm already comfortable with, and yeah, I think I just want this video to be easy, and then now that I kind of have a setup, and if I like the way it looks and everything, and if you guys have any feedback, please do give it to me. But yeah, I mean, alright, so what I'm going to do now is just take the deeper shade I just used and run it under my lash line. I'm honestly waiting to be able to afford BK Beauty eye brushes, but it's okay. I mean, I have like the Nikki LaRose and all of that, but like, you know, like their signature eye set type thing. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna deepen it up with this brown. I think this is more black, to be honest. It's like a brownish black, but it still leans more black, so I might just use it to line my eyes. So I'm gonna go into this brown, and I'm just gonna do what I usually do and create definition both on the top and my lower lash line. I didn't need to do that. I don't know why I did that. in one more time. Make sure the depth is coming from here. How pretty. Wow. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I think I need to go over my what's it called? My eyebrows, just to make them a little, like, stand out a little bit more. Alright, so I think both eyes are pretty much the same. I think what I want to do is define the lower lash line a bit more with that same deep brown, but I'm going to focus it on the outer third. Whatever I have left, I will bring up and around so there's some cohesion. Twice. Guys, please comment on the light situation, because I don't know if it's doing me any favors, and it hurts to laugh. So just like I was thinking. Honestly, I had this whole plan. I was gonna wear what's it called? I was gonna wear my oxygen and everything, but then I was only gonna like put concealer and do like an eye look. But the things we do for love. And I say that because it's my love for makeup. It keeps me sane. Alright. Now I'm gonna go just into this really deep shade that I'm unclear if it's like a black or a brown, but whatever it is, my eyes can handle it. I'm just gonna lightly bring it in. It's gonna have more impact and stuff, but I'm just gonna lightly bring it in, and I'll really, really round out the look in terms of the depth, and then we can decide what shimmers Okay. So I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing again, but I have a pretty good brown base down on my eyes. So I'm gonna swatch a couple of these because I'm not 100% sure in terms of formula, in terms of depth. I don't know. Let me just see. Okay, so that's those two. This one's a little more rosy. This one's a little more gold. Let's see. This one's, wow, okay, that's smooth. That definitely has depth. I don't know if you can see. And then I wanted to see this one, which also most likely has a lot of depth. Okay. So between those two, maybe. But also I feel like this one, I don't think it needs as creamy. Alright. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, you guys know me, I try to use like every eyeshadow to exist in whatever palette I'm using. So let's see what we can do in that regard. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. It has a very nice base and it's very pretty. So I'm just gonna take that on my little finger there. And then I'm just gonna put it over most of my eyelid. I do love that color, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I try to do things that are not too like bronzy or gold because like there's just a lot of looks that can be done in that regard, but happy where that is for now. I think what I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna first, I think this one's gonna be the richer one, and I kind of want that to be my inner corner. So yeah, which is it. So I'm just gonna lightly press it there. And then bring it up into the lid space and blend it in with the existing shade. So there's a seamless gradient. And if I'm not making sense, I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. I hope you guys can even hear me. To be honest, I think I need that reassurance maybe first. Then we'll worry about. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll see if we want some more sparkle in some way. A lot of ways we can add sparkle. don't think for this one I even had to dip back in for the actual inner corner, but cool. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take that original little bit deeper shade and just go around, make sure everything is cohesive. And where I want it to be. I think it is. I think it is. Okay. So you guys know I love my shimmers, so I just need to know about this one. And I warm it up to an extent that will add a little bit some in the middle. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's giving too much for this specific look, but probably on its own it would look gorgeous. Okay. So now let's get into lining the eyes. You know what? Because I just like need to, I really need to just fix my eyebrows. Not fix, but like define them a little more. Make them a little deeper in shade because I don't think they're really showing up on camera. Is that better at all? Okay, I think they're easier to see, but I still think that probably the lighting situation's making them harder to see. It's okay. I'll do my best to take pictures after. Okay. Alright, let's line my eyes. Got my trusty elf eyeliner brush. I don't know why that was funny. So I'm just dipping in here, getting some pigment on the brush itself, and then I'm just gonna stamp it across my lid. Sorry, not my lid, my lash line. And I'm kind of sad that I'm gonna have to take this off right after. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I need my oxygen and air. So hopefully now you can like get a better sense of what I did on the eye, because the black or the brownish black makes it stand out a little bit more. So all I'm doing is looking straight into the mirror as per usual, and then taking it across my lash line. I'm just adding it where I feel like I need it. So, for my viewers, what kind of series would you like to see on my channel? Like, I have some ideas, but staying consistent with my current health situation is a little bit difficult. I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, it's just the reality. But I feel like if I have series, like, it's not that I'm not motivated, like, I'm motivated. It's more like my parents are like, don't do it, because every time I film a video, I like pass out, or like, and by pass out I mean like faint. So it's a little, it's kind of a tricky situation, to say the least. Okay, now I'm gonna go on. Alright, so I think we're done with this, with like the actual shadows for now. Can always take it back out. And I think oh yeah, eyeliner. So for eyeliner, let me see. I feel like I have a nice brown. Is this a brown? Yes, but it has to be like warmed up too much. I'm just gonna go with my Ophir eyeliner. It's black. I might have to sharpen it though. Ooh, I hate sharpening this thing. But I hate it more when it's not sharpened, because then it looks sweet. I mean, that other eyeliner was like a really nice brown, but I don't know if I even have like brown mascara with me at the moment, so. Let's just get a nice, it's a nice point. I have to clean this out too. Thanks for the reminder. Leave it to me to make a mess. Okay. I didn't make a mess, but leave it to me too. Alright, anyway, so let's see. I'm just gonna go in. My entire waterline. And my tight line. Also, another thing that another video that I'm probably gonna do soon. I know everybody has been asking me for skincare videos. I think I just have to do it. But I wanted a more relaxed, chill type video for today, so just making sure everything is even. This just doesn't budge, so I already know that I'm not gonna have to like tomorrow probably look like I have eyeliner on. Alright. So I guess next we could do mascara. I'm gonna go for my tried and true Lash and Roll. I'm just getting a little bit of the light romance. let me be clear about something. When I first came here to my parents' house in New Jersey from DC, it was right after I got discharged from the hospital, and I thought I was only going to be here for 2 weeks. So the stuff that I have, like, every time I was like packing more makeup, my husband was getting like annoyed. He was like, "You're only gonna be there for 2 weeks." And I was like, "Yeah, but I might film like 6 times in those 2 weeks." And then he was just like, "I'm not gonna pack it because you don't need it." So I'm like, okay. And then as I was here, my condition got worse and worse and worse. Not to my like being here's fault. It's just my lungs have been shrinking for so long. And I don't know, for like my OG viewers, if you remember, like, I'm always like, I need some circulation in the bathroom. It's kind of making a lot of sense now. So I think my husband and I both realized that that was like an early sign of my lung issue, and that had been going on for months, maybe even more. So this situation should not have necessarily come as a surprise. But it is what it is. I'm happy that at least I have my little new makeup time right now. I just love this mascara. Dry or not, it makes my lashes flutter. The color just like brought everything together. Sorry. Dude, my nose is leaking a little bit. As I always go over like this area with like a lot of powder. Okay, so pretty neutral eyes. Okay, so for lips, what I was thinking about doing like a really big moment, but seeing my eyes right now and knowing my lip liner collection, actually I'm not even sure if I know my lip liner collection to the full extent, but I know I have like all these like different things here. Oh man, I wish we actually used this Elf Cherry Cola. Okay, so obviously I have these 4 beautiful Ruby lip liners. Now, Allie Glines is amazing, and she is someone who has kept me safe through a lot of scary nights at the hospital, along with Morgan Turner, and my first influencer love was Caffeine Lights. But I'm so proud of her for her beauty brand. I do have some of the Effortless lips with me. I've been wanting to try Fig with Dahlia on top, but I don't know if right now is that moment. I also, okay, both of these are just not budging. Also have this little bag of goodies. So, so I was kind of curious about this formula. So like it has a full size of the Merit, what is it? The Merit Signature Lip Sheer Lip Line in Capricorn. I don't know what these feel like. Also, I don't know about you, but I love these little YSL minis. And this is a shade that I've been wanting, like of the Love Shine Lip Oil. This is the 44 New Lavalier, I think, if that's how you say it. And I just have like the other one in my purse that I have. But I wanted to kind of dip into this. This also came with a full size Laneige in Sugar Glaze. And what I was really curious about actually was the House Labs. And I don't think they still sell this set, by the way. This is like ancient history at this point, but they have like a House Labs, which is full size. The Tarte Maracuja, I mean, like, I think there's been enough times that I've tried that, but I love this mini, like, Forget the Filler. I wasn't sure, and it's in nudie, so it's like a very nice nude shade. And then there's this small Makeup Forever gloss too. And then, yeah, the YSL and Tarte Maracuja. So, I mean, I honestly, like, I think the only formula I wanted to really check out, I need a nude look with this eye, you know? So, I don't know what I'll do quite yet in terms of these, but put them to the side for now. Let's just try out this lip liner. It's a bit deep, and not in a bad way. And also just know I'm putting this on top of what I already had. On my lips. Adds nice depth and dimension for sure. These are gonna be like more sheer. Let me see. Yeah, like it's just a more sheer formula, which is not a bad thing, but I think there's like a time and place for it, if that makes sense. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just get the prep off my lips. And if you see like these eyeliners, both of them, like, anyway. So I'm gonna go in with these Mocha to kind of structure my lips a little bit further. Why is it so messy? I don't know what I did. Now, these lip liners last forever once they set. And they give you a little bit of playtime, but like, they're just gorgeous. Okay. So, see, that on its own is its own kind of like vibe, you know? But I think I'm gonna, I have to, like, I think I have to go with big. Just to kind of, I don't know if you guys can tell fully what I look like right now. So I'm coming up super close. But you can see this one's used and abused. This is like the perfect My Lips but better shade. Anytime I want to feel like put together, I pull out Reviews Big. So even just that is gorgeous, but I do want to top it with one of these. Maybe we'll skip on the Super Boost. Let me see. Flawless. It's like such a cute little thing, and they really do fill in the lines. It's gorgeous. But right now I'm skipping on that. This, I don't know what it will look like. So let me just swatch it. I can always like take things off too. But, oh, that's a really nice, it's a really nice, I don't know if you can see it. Can you? Alright. Yeah, it's like this really nice brown with a sort of pink hint in there. This is the shade Cocoa. So, honestly, I want to try this. So, let's start with this. Yes, that little bit was more than enough for the top and bottom. You like? Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my cheek stuff. Like, what? What am I doing? Alright. I'm like so focused on my lips that I'm just like, oh, I don't need any blush or highlight, even though that's my favorite step. Or setting spray. What am I thinking? Okay. Blushes. So for powder blush, with me at this moment, I'm most likely, I mean, I have Revee's Paradise always, but going with the vibe of, maybe we can try this. It might pull too peachy, because right now we're more like brown. I don't want to like change that brown vibe. Mauviness is okay. You know, I have the Tower 28 in, I had this Get Set in Long Beach iced tea. Let me see, maybe that's a good one for right now. Let's try it. Why not? So this is my BK Beauty 110 brush. Okay, I just probably took way too much. I did that right in the fan, so obviously would get all over me. I don't know why I did that, but ooh, this is nice. I forgot how much I love this. And it's such a unique shade, I feel. Like, there is, like, this pinkiness in it, but also, like, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, it's cute. And this is a very dense brush, so it's picking up a lot of product, and it's also disposing a lot of it on my cheek. And I chose this brush on purpose because of that reason. So, like, this is a really beautiful formula if you want, it's just a good old nice blush, you know? But I think for me, if I'm going over a cream blush that's already on my base, I kind of want it to stand out a little bit more, in which case I have to build it up. Go some nicely across the nose. I already have natural redness there because my mascara is here. No, my mascara is here, sorry. It's mostly around my nose, so this might be a pressure sore, but whatever. Yeah. Look how pretty that turned out. I'm obsessed with this whole look. But we're not done yet. Gotta add some highlight. What's a look without highlight? Well, for me. Highlight's my favorite step. I think in my last video I actually forgot to put highlight, which was a tragedy, but it's alright. And now, like, if you wanted to use like some kind of brightening powder like under here just to make it a little bit more distinct, but I don't really, you know, maybe I'll try that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm just like straight up playing today. I'm just playing. I'm making myself all happy and playing. Alright. I'll take the same brush. Obviously, I'll wipe it off. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Natasha Denona High Glam. I think it's a powder foundation, but yeah, I don't really know if it's doing me any favors by doing this, but because I want it to be, or I'm just trying it to see. It's sort of a way to sculpt and correct post powder, you know? Except when I'm looking in the mirror, all I see is the hair on my face. So, buyer beware. Alright, this can go back. Can you tell I'm in my happy place here? Like, just like being able to do this is making me feel like me again. Anyway, hopefully we can make this less than an hour. So, as you guys know, I am not me without this beautiful Dior highlight. Now, I know they came out with newer versions of it. From what I see and from what I hear, it's pretty much identical. It's just different packaging, so it's really not the end of the world. But this in particular makes me extremely happy. But actually all this stuff's good, so. That's like a nice lit from within glow, but also intentional, you know? Alright. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm just gonna spray some of this since I'm about to take it off anyway, but I do want the powders to kind of melt together. Like, that's important. So hopefully this does that. If it doesn't, I'll push it along a little bit with my M Cosmetics Divine Water, but so I'm just gonna put my head where the fan is. I forgot about my handy fan, to be honest. Which is weird because I usually have it around me so I can breathe. Anyway, I'm really happy with this look. Can you tell? Once it dries a little bit more. Guys, I know my hair is crazy, just please ignore. Please ignore it. Alright. I think we are good. Okay. So here's the finished look. Also, if my face looks a little puffier, it's because I have Cushing's disease still, and I'm still on prednisone, so yeah. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for always trying to make my dreams come true. They're announcing sometime in November, which is coming up quick, about this Sephora squad. I hope I got in, but I'll be okay if I don't. I mean, it'll be a bummer, but I think just having about 180 people just show up for me in that way is spectacular, and I'm so honored. So thank you each for your kindness and for the grace you've been giving me by being a subscriber. So anyway, I'll end this on an hour. I love you guys. Please subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, love you guys. Bye.